We had a crazy idea of taking $100 and seeing just how far we can go with flipping it. These are just some of the items that we just picked up at the thrift store for under $100. Stay tuned to see how well we do. Now, at the time of filming this, it is coming up on the end of November, so we're still before Thanksgiving, but that's the perfect time to start, kind of thinking about the holidays. So what really caught our eye over at the thrift store about these chairs is the scenery that is going on. Folklore and folkcore is very popular this Christmas season. You can see it in IKEA's catalog and a lot of other places. That kind of these whimsical creatures are really popular. So we think that this will sell really quick, really fast, and we're coming up on Christmas, so the timing couldn't have been any better. So this next one is a bit of a twofer. Hannah found this cute little stool here, but the top upholstery is in a bit of rough condition. So we just went over to the tablecloth section and found this really cool floral design. It's really subtle, very durable material, it feels like. So we're going to just quickly reupholster this and put it up on Facebook. Should be a quick and easy flip. This guy right here actually looks pretty good right there. We might end up keeping it. Stick around to the end, we'll let you know. Keep you updated. And this, a writing desk. Actually, one of the greatest profits that we made in the past was another writing desk. So we already know that there's a market for it. This is practically brand new, so we don't have to do anything to it. And I think it will sell really quick. One thing to note, all of this furniture, the thrift store that we went to, it was half off. So like I said, we had a writing desk in here previously, and this is where we staged it. It looked really nice underneath this painting, but now that we don't have anything there, this is where the dogs are sleeping. So this will just go right under there, just like that. That actually doesn't look too bad. So it turns out that this writing desk is going to need a little bit of assembly because that will happen. And that is what this little guy here is for. So it looks like I am going to have to put in a little bit of manual labor. So off camera, I just really quickly dusted this off and styled it a little bit. Because on Facebook, I found that the most profit that I make comes from styled photos. Now, you want to let people know what they can possibly experience with their new item. So since this is a writing desk, I've styled it up with some of my wife's art supplies and a nice cozy little candle. And to show you how easy it is, I have my Facebook Marketplace app open right now. Just go over to the Sell tab, click on Create Listing, list one item. And I've also found that my listings actually perform really well when I do this and take photos through the Facebook app, because I've noticed that I got a lot more traffic and a lot more views. So I'm just going to hit Photos right there, and just snap a few. Now I always like to do a few where it's styled from a few different angles. Get some close-ups of the hardware. And if it's wood, get a close-up of how good the quality is. And I've also found that it's also a great idea to create a quick video. And there you have it. So it's just gonna take Facebook a little while to process that video, but in the meantime, come up with your listing and talk about people that are into vintage, retro, CB2, just make your description really stand out. Another really important thing to do is to put the item's description, put the item's dimensions in the description as well. That way it's one less thing that somebody has to message you and ask you about. So you'll end up selling a lot quicker. Okay, maybe Billy won't mind actually having this as her new bed spot. Next up is to quickly reupholster this tiny little stool. Now the tools are very limited and it's very easy to do. All I'll need is just a flathead screwdriver to pry off all of the old staples and a Sharpie that when I take off the old fabric, I could trace the shape onto the new fabric and I'll be able to cut it. And of course, I'll need some scissors as well. A staple to put on new staples. All this with the help of my assistant, Billy. All without the assistance of Billy. Another quick tip that I have for posting on Facebook Marketplace is if you have something that's a little bit more busy design-wise It's better to have a clear room with not much going on. That way it doesn't really overpower or look too cluttered. So in the case of these chairs, since there is quite a lot going on pattern-wise, I am going to put them in my kitchen. I've already taken out the dining table. That way, whenever I go to take my photos, there isn't much competing with it, and whoever is looking to buy these chairs can get a good idea of what they look like. So same thing with my little chair here. I'll just snap a quick picture and post it onto Facebook Marketplace. Now, one thing I did want to point out is that we aren't huge creators. We don't have a huge following yet. So we are not at an advantage when we're posting on Facebook Marketplace. Nobody knows about us. And so now's the part of the video where I ask you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way YouTube will light the beacons anytime we call for aid. So we have amazing news. We actually just sold something on Facebook and it's been listed for under 24 hours. We'll be delivering the item to the guy tonight, and stick around. I'll go ahead and show you what item that was. Just got to mark it as sold here really quick on Facebook Marketplace, and we'll go over just how much all the profit was. Since everything we picked up over at Society of St. Vincent's was under $50, there was a little bit of money left in the budget. So I just hopped over to a thrift store and found an item for $50. I put that item on Facebook Marketplace and sold it. One other tip that I can have for you to make a little bit of extra money is if you have the ability to deliver, offer that as an extra charge. That's what we're going to do. So we'll make just a little bit of extra cash. Since we're talking about extra cash, I feel like it's the right time to go over just how much we've made. The very first item that we sold was the writing desk. I ended up selling that for $250. The next item that sold was the bench. That ended up going off on Facebook Marketplace for $200. And the other chairs, meaning the festive chairs and the little stool, we haven't quite sold those yet. They're still listed on Facebook Marketplace. We're gonna hold out for maybe about another week or so before we start lowering the prices. We bought the desk for $25 and we bought the bench for $50, and we've made $375 in profit, which I feel is pretty impressive. So while $375 isn't quite break the bank money and we're not gonna be quitting our day jobs anytime soon, it's something that we enjoy. We're at the thrift store anyway looking for items to furnish our home. We just figured that it's a good supplemental income. And that's all that we have for you in today's video. If you like that sort of thing, again, be sure to like and subscribe and click that notification bell. And also, go ahead and watch this video here. YouTube thinks you like that one, and we do too. This video down here is our most recent video. Until then, we'll see you next time.